and premier university amongst all certificate, but you will get the when the ceremonial procession enter the hall as a mark of the respect. Everybody should be stand when the ceremonial procession enter into the hall. So the ceremonial procession is led by our honorable registrar. Then we have to stand for token of the respect. And also, please maintain the silence. Of course, everybody knows that silence is a gold, but speech is a silver. Let be the gold today in the convocation and silver after the convocation. Please do observe this one. Maintain the silence. I request you please cooperate with all our staffs, those who are standing in front with you and all are moving around in the function in the auditorium. Please take the due promise letter from our staff, collect each and everybody graduates and read them so that you will be understand the concept and context of this convocation. We all are aware that Angru is a disciplined and we have excellent performance and polite behavior. Positive attitude is our virtue. Let's have a concentrated, connected the efforts to make the program of a grand and mega success. And also, indication boards are kept accordingly. You please take your seats. Strictly follow the rules of the convocation and avoid the inconvenience to yourselves and our staff also. Don't try to speak and interact with your fellow students, especially student community. I am just requesting you, don't try to speak and interact with your fellow students. Yes, you must have met your friends long ago. Now you feel like to talk to them, but you are requested to follow the norms of the convocation, a formal function. Please rise from your seats when the ceremonial procession enters and leaves the hall. This everybody should be observed. When the ceremonial procession is enter in the hall and leave the hall, at this time everybody should stand and for the token of the respect. As you leave as of course you have somebody have came for the rehearsals, somebody will not came for the rehearsals, and as you have the rehearsal already, you are well aware of that and should stand when the faculty dean present you, receive your degrees. My dear learned friends, and follow the dress code also, whatever you provided, please follow the dress code and please do follow all these instructions, cooperate with us and make this a function a grand success. Thank you one and all. Frequently I used to give the instructions in Telugu also whenever it is required for benefit of the students, those who are coming from the Bihar and some things. I have already given the instructions in the English also. Please do follow these instructions. Thank you very much. ఆచార్య ఎన్జి రంగా వ్యవసాయ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నిర్వహిస్తున్న ప్రతిష్టాత్మక 45వ వార్షిక స్నాతకోత్సవ కార్యక్రమానికి చేసిన అతిథులకు, మహారథులకు, విద్యార్థులకు, అవార్డు గ్రహీతలకు తర్వాత ఒకరు తీసుకున్న తర్వాత చివరి క్యాండిడేట్ వరకు చూసి తర్వాత అందరూ ఒకసారి నిలబడి తర్వాత సార్ ఒకసారి దట్ టైమ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టెల్ ది ఐ డూ ప్రామిస్ 3 times you will question, 3 times you have to give the reply I do promise. Of course our volunteers might have served the pamphlets to each and everybody. Those who are not getting, please raise your hands and get that pamphlet. In that everything is written in detail. And after receiving the degree also, you please డిగ్రీ తీసుకునే విధానం కూడా ఆ సైడ్ నుంచి వస్తారు. వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ అవార్డీస్ సైటేషన్స్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు కొద్దిసేపు అక్కడ నిలబడతారు అవార్డీస్ కోసం. మామూలుగా తర్వాత ఇక్కడ వచ్చి గోల్డ్ మెడల్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకుని మరి వెళ్ళి మీ యొక్క సీట్లో వెళ్ళి కూర్చోవడం జరుగుతుంది. సేమ్ పిహెచ్డీస్కు అక్కడ డిగ్రీ ఇచ్చేస్తారు, ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ మీ యొక్క సీట్లో వెళ్ళి కూర్చోవలసి ఉంటుంది. ఈ యొక్క సూచనలు సలహాలు దయచేసి పాటించి మాతో సహకరించవలసిందిగా మరి విజ్ఞప్తి. ఆంతర్యానికి చింతిస్తున్నాం. దయచేసి ఒక్క సెకండ్ కూర్చోండి, ఇంకా ఎంటర్ అవ్వలేదు. సారీ ఫర్ ద ఇన్కన్వీనియన్స్. ఒక్క క్షణం కూర్చొని మరి లేండి. కూర్చొని లేయడం వల్ల మంచి ఎక్సర్సైజ్ కూడా అవుతుంది. సహకరించండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. సెరిమోనియల్ ప్రొఫెషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. స్టార్టింగ్ ద సెరిమోనియల్ ప్రొఫెషన్. బ్యాండ్.
Honorable Chancellor, Andhra Pradesh government authorized Vice Chancellor to commence the convocation. So I will present the Vice Chancellor's address. Distinguished Chief Guest, Mustafa Janji, Food and Agriculture Deputy Director General, Food and Agriculture Organization, honorable members of the Board of Management, members of the Academic Council, members of Research and Extension Advisory Council, graduates of the year, and their parents, respected guests, members of faculty, staff, and dear students, representative of the press, media, labs, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all 45th annual convention of convocation of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University. With immense pleasure, it is a great honor to invite Gustafson ji. I want to it is a unique this convocation this year, 45th convocation. We are conducting outside Hyderabad, and it was also a convocation for two states, Telangana and Andhra. I am really happy. Several students from that Telangana state also came to receive the degrees. And also, I feel a great pleasure presenting this report. I also completed my degree from same great Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University. In 1965, I completed 50 years of my completion of my degree. My university also completed 50 years. It is a golden jubilee year for both for university and for me. I will always grateful to Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University. University has completed 50 years of journey. I also completed 50 years journey after completion of my degree. I will always. So, with immense pleasure and honor, I welcome the Chief Guest, Daniel Gustafson, Deputy General Operations, F.A. Rome, also the Honorary Doctorate of Philosophy, Honoris Cause, during this conversation as a token gesture of our appreciation and respect for his outstanding contributions in advancement of agriculture in a few developing countries in the world in general and India in particular. During his tenure as the FAO country representative in India, he was instrumental granting Andhra Pradesh water management project. I need not emphasize the importance of water for both the states, both Telangana and Andhra, and we got only one project, a mega project, Nagarjuna Sagar project, where we have to share the water. So I think that virtually there is no problem if you use it very efficiently. I think Dr. Gustafson visualized all these things, and we started a project long back, AP Water Management Project, and in that project we studied tank-fed irrigation and tank-fed, and also command areas, and also the problems of command areas. One side we are irrigating, other side we are also facing several problems of drainage. In Nagarjuna Sagar project started 25 years, still it is the process of completion. By the now nearly 80 to 1 lakh acres it became saline. So this is the situation. So unless I think Dr. Gustafson visualized and operated that project and also sanctioned 25 crores for the university. We worked, and I really remember, sir, your advice, and each and every step, several of our faculty worked with you, and 15 scientists were trained in latest technologies of water management, the space research, so many aspects. Still, they are useful. They are there occupying senior faculty members in our university. I really remember for the help you rendered, sir. Briefly, I think anyhow they will be giving. He was a US citizen, and he was a MSc, BSc, MSc from agricultural economics. Incidentally, Acharya N.G. Ranga, we named after him, he was also an eminent agricultural economist. Ranga is of course, he fought all along he was also an economist. So it is incidental. So Gustafsson is also an economist and a very popular, but I came to know he is economist when he told after seeing his biodata. But I never felt he was a master in all the subjects. So Gustafsson joined in FAO in 1994, and and then he started the saga of international service, staying away from his country as a country representative of Mozambique, Kenya, Somalia, India, and Bhutan. I really appreciate his vision, and I had an opportunity to interact with him, especially for Africa. I also was there 5 years as a consultant for Africa. So I think the countries like India should give loud support to the African countries because they are contributing. After all, but for Africa, the climate change situation would have been different. So we should all be thankful to Africa for their contribution in the climate change. The greenhouse gases and all those emissions are less. I really feel, sir, as a FAO representative to those countries, you have done immense service, and that service will be useful all over the world. He joined as a Deputy Director General of Operations. So he oversees the organization, network of regional and country offices, and the headquarters, Department of Technical Cooperation and Corporate Service. Is really thankful, sir, accepting our invitation. And it is unique. Perhaps in Telugu, there is one proverb says, Sivudu ajanli Chevayana kottadattaru. Perhaps Shiva has ordered now. So this date, time, and Tirupati. So, and we also will have a blessings of Lord Venkateshwara. We are doing this 45th convocation in footsteps of Lord Venkateshwara. Both the universities will have a blessings of the Lord Venkateshwara, and also Lord Venkateshwara's blessings will be there for all our students who are taking degrees today. It is also my pleasure to welcome the former Vice Chancellors, former present members of Board of Management. I will, in this regard, I should mention Dr. Patil is our Academic Council member. He was a former Vice Chancellor, as well as a Director of IRA. He is also Academic Council member. So I also extend warm welcome to him. University officers, members of Academic Council, distinguished guests, scientific, administrative, and supporting staff, and students of both the universities, Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, Professor Chai Shankar, Telangana Agriculture University, graduates of the year and their parents, officers of the Government of Andhra Pradesh, ICR, ICRISAT, and other distinguished organizations of the Government of India, and members of press and media, and also other invitees. With the permission of, I take this opportunity to present the overview of briefly the report of the university activities. Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, which was established on 12th June 1964. It is a golden jubilee year, sir. June to May, we decided to up to 2015. This convocation coincided with that. And it is one among the premier state agriculture universities in India, whose basic mission lies in education, research, extension, and in agricultural sciences, agriculture engineering, technology, home science, grown over last 50 years in length and breadth, undivided state of Andhra Pradesh, and served through 15 colleges, 46 research stations, 22 district agriculture advisory centers, transfer technology centers, 18 Krishi Vijnana Kendras. Time to time, upgradation in quality and education, the university has trained 40,000 graduates since inception. We are well spread across the country and abroad. We are really proud to announce, sir, the finances of both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana government are handled by our students. It's a critical stage, and I also very happy the great TTD is also managed by my Acharya N.G. Ranga agriculture student. Since Acharya N.G. Ranga agriculture student should really proud of all our students who had done extremely well in India, abroad, and all over the world. So I wish the same site of performance for the students who are taking degrees today. And Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University has a unique distinction of releasing 4 mega varieties of rice. That is, one is the Swarna and Cotton Dora Sonnalu. This great Cotton Dora, he has a Sardar Sir Arthur Cotton, we named after him. I still remember my grandfather used to keep his photo in my house because East and West Godavari, he provided irrigation. So we named after him. That variety also became mega variety. He is from USA. Sorry, not England. So another variety, what is called Sona Masuri. It is so popular, BP25204, and this rice is consumed not only in India, all over the world, entire America, all over Indians. There is a heavy demand for Sona Masuri, MT1001, that is called Vijayata, and Swarna. These varieties occupy 10 million hectares of the country. 1/4 of the rice area is occupied by the varieties released by Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University. This clearly shows whatever you invest in agriculture research, it will pay back. And I always plead with all our seniors or the administrators, you need not give anything. You give 1 rupee of one seed, 1 kg of seed produced by or used by farmers by Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University, I will get 500 crores. I can run my university because it is a public institution. We made it public, not only to our state, all entire country they are enjoying. So this is the contribution, sir. Similarly, we are leaders in groundnut seed. See, our variety, Kadri 6, replaced the traditional TMV2 and JL24. It occupies 50% of the area. So next to rice, groundnut is one of our leading crop in Andhra Pradesh. So, and second, in education, our university introduced several innovative methods, and great, our late Dr. Sri Raghottama Reddy Garu, Vice Chancellor, he introduced Rural Agriculture Work Experience Project. It is unique to the Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University, and it was adopted all over India, and ICR sponsored that. They are also paying a fellowship for this program. We are really proud of this program. In addition to this, our university started the skill-oriented courses, diploma in agriculture, diploma in seed technology, diploma in agriculture engineering, because now it is a need of our for repairs of the farm machinery, because farm machinery is, I think, where this popularized and it was accepted very well in our state. So there should be backup with these repair centers. So we feel very happy that we started. See, then the university, as I said, that period, 2011 to 12, I am really thankful for Meena Kumari, Raja Ram Reddy, Hemalata, and Pramod Chandra Kumar acted as university officers and made a good progress of that university. And several of our students has performed very well. They got academic excellence. They got excellent ranks in JRF, GATE, and several other awards. I wish same thing. The young students who are taking degrees, they should also perform very well and good image to Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University. Any image of the university, the credentials of the university depends upon the students. Your performance is the performance of the university. So I once again request all the students will have a bright future and they will perform as our tradition goes. Wherever they go, Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University students are always top, either in IRI, I think our Patil is there. Sometimes you say, Dr. Swaminathan interviewed when I joined in 65 from Bapatla. He asked one by one, which college you are coming? 50 people said Bapatla, 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 Bapatla. Then Swaminathan says, which is IRI or Bapatla? That was the tradition. So now, of course, we had a lot of competitive institutions. That is why we got a very good name. So several of them, because these are all the names were given, I am really happy. I will congratulate all the people who secured Prabhakar, Surendra, Hema, Ujjwala Rani, Sunita, Atul Kumar, Imran Sheikh, and Anusha. See, this is one of the achievement. As far as our BSc admissions is concerned, we admitted 601 agriculture graduates, 15 seed technology, and we 645 students completed our BSc AG. And see, this is a very good progress. Means whoever joins, you will get the degree, and not only get the degree, you will get a job. This is the tradition of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University. As far as postgraduate program, we admitted 235 students, and they are performing very well. In the substantial change came in the system. Earlier, our students used to feel only university academic. Now, 90% of our students are going for private industry. Private industry is very happy to take our students, accept them because of the standards, quality, the training we are giving. So we try to continue same training so that our boys will get a good jobs. And not only in the education, our students are extremely good in extracurricular activities. Several of them participated in Republic Day parades and games. They got, and Jagadish, Ramarajeswar got excellent awards. And student counseling is working very well, as I mentioned. But always we dictate the counseling units, placement units. We'll say, unless you pay this minimum, we will not allow. You need not enter into my campus. So that we are protecting that placement cell gives a great opportunity to protect the interests of the students. As far as library is concerned, I really congratulate, he is not here, Ramanjaneyulu. Such a beautiful library he established with all the modern facilities, CAB, e-journals, all the e-courses. Now we want to go in a large scale, the online courses. So our library is perfect. I am also really happy. Our students are using, whenever I enter into library, there are 40-50 students using the computers and downloading. So such a good atmosphere. And also we interlinked the hostels with this online system. They can read the books from their hostels itself. This is a great development, and it is extremely good. But only advice I give to my students, this is good, IT and all those things, but kindly read the standard textbooks. They are not substitute to standard textbooks. We also had a very good computer center. As far as research I already made, we made an excellent progress, and we released 22 varieties in that period. There are 24 advanced cultures, and we give 32 weather-based advisory bulletins, and we are number one again in the breeder seed. Breeder seed is an indication for the acceptance of the variety. We are number one in the country because our varieties are accepted. Because mega variety, naturally the breeder seed will go from our agriculture university. We are supplying for all over India, and also some of the international institutes like IRI. And as I mentioned, we had a strong wing of home science, and we had a lot of, that way, we're really fortunate. We established a beautiful processing unit for millets. There is a substantial change in the public. The health is becoming a very important, and people are asking for healthy foods. And home science division is doing wonderfully well in that respect. We produce several products of very good for healthy foods through the millets, small millets, korra, and all those things. They are becoming popular. They are not only become popular, the value has increased. Earlier we used to think sorghum is concerned, the market is less. Now the sorghum is 2 to 3 times more than maize sorghum rate. So it is competing. So the several of the coastal Andhra, it is not a traditional crop, sorghum. People are going for sorghum. There is a substantial change. And as far as engineering is concerned, farm machinery is the day. They are doing a very excellent work. Those farm machinery and this fabrication and the field level. We introduce in a large scale Arabic rice, direct seeding, so that water is a scarcity. Again you say, sir, this direct seeding and Arabic concept both myself and Sachinarana, we introduced in AP Water Management Project. We thought it is a very slow process. Now it was accepted. Almost 3 lakh acres in the Krishna Delta, which is a very surprising. When you go for Arabic rice, the water requirement will be very, very less. So the rice is one which consumes our 90% of water, so that people will share the water very effectively and use for a maximum area. And our extension is very strong. We had our 18 KVKs, and this is also innovative. In 22 districts, we got extension transfer technology centers, that we say district agriculture technology centers. They are performing very well, and they got a very good name in our system. DAT centers, all the 23 districts, we are performing that. In addition to this, I am really happy. Media is represented very well here. Every day, anywhere you tune any media, my scientist will be seen. Some program or other. I get lot of satisfaction. Earlier, we used to restrict 1 or 2 channels. Every channel devoted 1 hour for our agriculture programs, and they are doing immense service in newspaper, the media. See, you will not see a day, because Acharya N.G. Ranga name will be seen every day in either newspapers, media. That way, I am really proud to see the name of the university figured so much. Only thing perhaps the coverage point, we will also conduct what is the percentage of our coverage in the media with our university. So it is unique without, they are paying to us, our scientists. We are not. See, that is the major change. These are the days we used to spend amount and run one channel. But now media came forward and they are financing our scientists and using them for the transfer of technology. This is an excellent development. I really thankful to for media presentation. It's difficult for me to name each media. There are 15 channels which are using our services. And in addition to this, we got Agriculture Technology Information Center, and also we are operating this phone-in program. Any farmer can ask these questions in our, that we will be answering. We kept exclusively 8 scientists to cater to these groups, and this response is very good. The greatest advantage in the system will be knowing up-to-date programs. Suppose you get 20 or 30 calls in a single day of single pest, immediately I will prefer to send my scientist to the zone. I will know the program, and also I will get an opportunity to interact in the media and inform to them the solutions. Of course, university is always a leader in conducting several seminars, meetings, and only few days back we conducted nanotechnology, which our DG came, and we conducted so many seminars so that our students will be benefited. If I say these interactions with the scientists outside, it is really useful. Just like IRI, if you say every day there will be a seminar and students will get maximum benefited by those seminars. Same trend is continued in Agriculture University, and a very eminent people from all over India, they will queue and interact in the seminars. And also we conducted several training programs, and our scientists visited all over the world. These foreign visitors, and there is a tremendous scope to have improved the foreign collaboration. Almost 15 universities entered MOU with us, and several organizations are coming, and it was extremely useful to our students, and they are giving a lot of support in that respect. Again, I thank all my alumni of the Acharya N.G. Ranga. They are extending extremely good help to our students. They are telling, because they settled in USA with almost all the universities in a very senior position, professors, associate professors. They are extending help to us. It is a really great thing to us for our students and our faculty exchange. So several of our scientists visited also for international programs, and we are getting ample opportunity to interact with the universities, not only for America, Europe, Africa, all over the world. And we are also keen to have I am very happy, our Gustafsson worked 11 years in Brazil. Brazil is the country progressing very well in agriculture. So we want to share those experiences, especially cotton, soybean. We are also planning in November, World Agriculture Forum is likely to be held in November. If possible, some of our scientists will participate and want to gain the experience. Incidentally, our previous Vice Chancellor, Nagireddy Garu, visited that Brazil, and he shared those experiences. And Nagireddy Garu was the Vice Chancellor for this period. He participated in several programs, and he managed extremely well the university, and he handed over to me in a very good condition. My task became very, very easy because he was in charge for 2 years. Incidentally, though he was a Secretary for Agriculture, he was also, as I mentioned, he was our student of Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University. So he was now Finance Secretary, as I mentioned. So Engaru has also received several awards from outside, and he is also in not only in the scientific, even an extension, mega events, especially in Karnataka, Bengaluru. We are registered as #1, and our Surendra Raju got a Best Teacher Research Scientist Award by seed industry. This private industry is also recognizing the scientists, these scientists, and giving them, that is good gesture. If you, as I feel, if honor scientists, so he will be really useful to the society. I think everyone should recognize the contribution of the scientists. Though it was not relevant for this period, I want to mention, sir, this Swarna, which is occupied by 6.5 lakh hectares in the country, was released by Ramchandra Rao. He was no more with us. He was only BSc AG. He had no other. See, such a beautiful, he was able to sense the farmer's requirement. I think the scientist should think in those angles, his eye, and that variety is the #1 variety in our country. See, and we named one of our conference hall on his name. See, Ramachandra Rao's conference hall in Matteru. That variety was released by Matteru, so we named after him. We really feel that a contribution. So the will to do it, I think if our scientist has the will to do it, we can do it. That is, it is not the very world-class laboratories and all those things. Because Ramachandra Rao is a unique example in that. And the university has several gold medals. So today they will be taking, anyhow, this list was given, anyhow we will giving their biodata when they are taking the degrees. There also we are really fortunate to university have several endowments. The donors gave almost 8 to 9 endowments. They gave the fixed amount, we keep in a fixed amount, fixed deposit, and every year we will give those awards. There are top awards today. Nearly 7 or 8 people will be taking those awards. It is really, finally, of course, this time is a limitation. I can go because there are a good number of students. They will be very anxiously waiting to take the degrees, and I really want to. So finally, I want to acknowledge to receive the Honorable Vice Chancellor, though he was not here due to busy schedule, some problem, he said my engagements. He almost told in last minute he changed his. So he is responsible for all these things. He gave so much help when I approached him, even also for the arranging the chief guest. So he said, but only thing he said, you get all the clearances for Gustafsson. I told him he is from FAO, virtually there is no problem, we will manage, we got it. So he was so happy that Gustafsson should be the chief guest. He told only one word, because we give, normally the procedure is, we will give 6-7 names to our Honorable Chancellor, he will select. This is unique, this convocation is our Gustafsson. He is chief guest as well as receiving already, which never happened in the university history. That way, it is also unique. Sir, I am really thankful for accepting. Only fear I got is whether Gustafsson can be able to spare this timing. So we asked him 3 dates. He readily agreed. He gave such a fast response, and our governor was so happy, and he gave the permission. And university will continue to receive the advice and guidance and help from Honorable Chancellor, because for this university, this is one which is serving. People should recognize we are serving for 13 million farmers of our state. Entire USA is only 4 million farmers. So in our Andhra Pradesh alone, we had 3 times more number of farmers than America. You can really accept, so you can realize the importance of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University in development of farmers. They are small farmers, marginal, with the, see, this is a major responsibility. So it is not only with our scientists, these young students, we are taking degree. Kindly remember, we also came, several of us, I also is a member of I also came from farmers' family. Good number of people, you came from rural background and farmers' families. Kindly remember, we are all, this university is unlike other universities, that they are traditional universities only for education. But our role is very, very difficult. We had education, research and extension, and our major stakeholders are farmers, either industry. If farmer is prosperous, every one of us will be prosperous, not only me or university or seed industry. Industry people also represented in the board. Everyone will be prosperous, even with the farmer. If anything happens to the farmer, everything will collapse. So it is the great responsibility for both for our staff and students. I express my heart thanks to the members of board management. We are here and they give such a help. I am also, though it is not an occasion, but I want to announce with the great help today evening we will be discussing. NABARD has gave 150 crores loan to Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University. I really thank the board members, their support, and it is unique again for the Agriculture University. This is infrastructure development, and we will be going to start in the evening. I think board will give formal approval. So we are meeting again because that is essential to start the work. So this is a great thing. That way, the government also recognizes, everyone is recognizing the university, not because of the university, because the role they have to play. They have to work for the farmers. I express my heartfelt thanks to Academic Council members, Research and Extension Advisory Council members, and all support extended to me. I acknowledge, as I mentioned, the magnanimous support and help received by the university from the Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers, Chief Secretary, Agriculture Minister and other ministers, Chief Secretary, Secretaries, Commissioners and Directors of all departments. Incidentally, all the major departments which are dealing with the farmers, 90% of staff are Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture students. So it is not the education alone. The success or failure of all the departments will depend on the quality of education we provide. So it is a major responsibility for the Agriculture University. I express my sincere thanks to Director General Krisad, such a excellent support he is giving. In fact, 10 days back he was here for the nanotechnology workshop, and tomorrow also he will be there in Hyderabad to deliver Raghuttama Reddy Memorial Lecture. Each and every step, it is not the finances, it is the support, technical support that is important. I really feel we are successful in FAO project. I don't think the money alone is not the parameter. The way it is planned, the way you are interacted, the way the Vagrangani University gives support to us. The technical input is very important. That way ICR has a tremendous potentiality to provide support to the both students, training of staff, and also finances. I extend my thanks to ICR. I am highly thankful to all the university officers at that time and now, because of and also so many university officers joined and changes are there. All the university officers who contributed to the progress of this university. I extend thanks members of the press, as I mentioned, not only for this convocation coverage, for the help we are rendering for Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, publicity to the research findings, extension activities, to the teaching activities. That way, we are doing immense service to the society. So I really thank you for all the, and finally, I congratulate all my graduates for this event they came, and they are going to receive the degrees, medals, prizes, and in this convocation, I wish them, everyone, grand success. I already mentioned, I was also in the same stage 50 years back, like you. So I'm really proud. Your own partner student, old student, became the Vice Chancellor of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University. I wish all of you should have the same bright future in all the angles, all the aspects, either Principal Secretary, so many, Chief Justice, and sports generals. So, but this is great thing, sir, for the university. All our students of this university extending help in some direction or other. So we're really thankful to them. I thank the TTD, such a preparing, such a beautiful auditorium, Mahati auditorium, and especially to the executive officer. Fortunately, he was also our student, as I said. So each and every step, we get the support of our own students. So he will also make so many arrangements for our visit and other things. I really thank to executive officer and all other members who provided this. He was busy, he was not able to attend. Otherwise, he said he will attend. So finally, I request Daniel Gustafson to address this convocation. Everyone is very anxiously waiting for your address. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor Angrao, Dr. A. Padmaraju Garu, members of the Board of Management, members of the Academic Council, officials, staff of the university, distinguished guests, students and respected parents, representatives of press and media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here in Tirupati, and particularly for this historic occasion, the first time the convocation is being held here. It's a special privilege for me, both as an honoree, along with you students being recognized today, and also as a speaker, to be able to participate in the recognition of your accomplishments as your degrees are now officialized, and to give you some encouragement as we go forward and you embark on the next stage of your lives. Certainly there's no shortage of challenges and opportunities as we go forward. Dr. Padmaraju, looking back on the challenges of 1965 onward, in my own case, from 1975 onward over the last 40 years, and I'll get to that in just a second, but certainly no shortage of complexity, no shortage of opportunities, and I would like to reflect on some of those today with you. All of those, I should say, are really well known by everyone who is up here, and by almost everyone, I'm sure, in the audience, as I feel the challenges that we are facing and the response that needs to be made to them in terms of innovation and new ways of doing things is so well illustrated by the work of the university, and that's why I'm especially happy to be here. As the Vice Chancellor mentioned, I have known the work and been associated with the university for over 10 years, and I have really a great respect and admiration for the leadership and faculty of the university, and it's been my privilege to collaborate in its work around the state. So for me now, it's a special privilege to be to have, let's say, a formal link through the degree. I know I have learned a lot from this interaction, and I know you have too, so I'm delighted to be here with you also as sort of fellow students in that regard. As I come from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, I've been asked to speak about global challenges and opportunities facing food and agriculture sector, which I'm happy to do. I would say that since 1945, so we're coming up to our 70th anniversary of FAO this year in October. I think since 1945, there has probably never been a time where the challenges facing agriculture and food have been as high on the global agenda as they are now. We are in the process of making together, on behalf of the member countries of United Nations, the Sustainable Development Goals that will come out later this year. And the number of those that have to deal with agriculture, natural resource management, poverty, nutrition, inclusiveness, equality, the connection between that and agriculture and food issues is huge and is higher, as I say, than I think it has ever been in the past. These are serious challenges. They will require a lot of innovation and creativity. And as I mentioned, I think ANGRAO and the experience of the university since 1964 illustrates the way forward. And many of the points that the Vice Chancellor mentioned in his remarks, I think, illustrate that extremely well. We have made huge progress in the past, and India is an outstanding example of that. It's a global success story that without India's success, we would be globally in a much different situation. Those challenges that were faced in the past, particularly with regard to food production, are still there, but we need to move on to the new challenges, greater complexity, greater interaction, and we need more kind of complex solutions to those challenges. So it is, as I say, a very exciting time. I think it's a really exciting time to be a graduate of ANGRAO, and I'm delighted to be here. This complexity, I think, of the problems the world is facing stems from the intertwined nature of the problems between food security, nutrition, poverty, employment, natural resource management, and how they all come together. Global population will increase from the current 720 crore people to around 960 crore in 2050, which is not the same rate of increase as we have had in the past, but it still represents about 2 additional Indias, if you can imagine, between now and 2050. But keep in mind that the rate of expansion of the global population is slowing, and sometime after 2050, the population world will stabilize, and it won't continue to grow. So we are approaching that point. Still some ways to go. Still a lot more mouths to feed by the time we get there, but we are decelerating in the increase, and we will get to the point where population will stabilize. Consequently, the world will have to produce about 60% more food than it currently does, while coping with the negative impact of climate change and increasingly degraded soils and water. This is well known to all of you, and is the topic of the research of the university, and we are all familiar with that. And on top of that, we still have globally about 80 crore people who are severely malnourished with the most basic level of hunger, in addition to the problems of obesity and micronutrient deficiency that are likewise extremely serious. So, as you all know very well, agriculture is facing a series of pressures, unprecedented, I think, in the mix of complexities that calls for deep changes in the way that the food and agriculture systems operate. This, I know, in some parts of the world is not very well accepted, that we need to make these changes. But in fact, as I mentioned, I think the work of the university shows the way forward, really, on how to do that. All of these innovations that are needed have to be underpinned by the best science and technology available and creative thinking. It also requires political commitment, conviction, knowledge, and people's participation, which in many parts of the world are still lacking. So this is in fact a daunting challenge, but as I say, when we go back and look to where we were in the past, these challenges are certainly very doable. As I mentioned, my own bachelor, let's say, convocation was 40 years ago, not quite the 50 of the Vice Chancellor, but in 1975 I looked up some of the data from in FAO's database to see how we were doing. And the progress, of course, since 75, or indeed from 65, is in fact very impressive. Often in discussing the challenges as we go forward, I'm often surprised by people's reaction that it sounds like the current challenges are insurmountable, that they just don't know how the world is going to cope. And also people's reaction is often that they somehow, let's say, implicitly assume that we are starting from a base without very much experience to build on, but that simply isn't the case. If you look back, I mean, you could imagine that we were sitting back in 1975 when I was there and we had another speaker up here, if that person would have said that the challenge for India was that over the next 40 years, by 2050, the population would double from 62 crore to 126. And how would agriculture cope with this? Also in 1975, India was the United States' largest agricultural importer, 75 lakh tons of wheat at commercial rates, I should say. So it wasn't a donation. India was buying, I think it was about $4 billion worth of wheat. It was a huge customer of wheat for the U.S. in 75. Needless to say, agriculture coped very well in those 40 years. I think contrary to what we would have been thinking in 75 if we were looking ahead and the speaker was talking about the challenges looking forward, it would look really complicated. But in fact, India and the world coped very well. Agriculture production is up about 130% in India over that period. The area planted, in fact, is slightly lower now in India than it was in 1975. But even more impressive, of course, for the country as a whole is the GDP that is 7 times larger than it was in 1975, even including inflation, or taking inflation out of that. In real terms, the economy is 7 times the size that it was in 1975. So if you take out the population that doubled during that period, real per capita income is 3.5 times larger than it was when I was at my convocation. So this is indeed a wonderful achievement. India, now consistent agricultural exporter, has been agriculture growth 3% over a very long period, over 60 years, 3.5% since 2004. The target was at least 4%, but nevertheless, achieving growth rates, sustained growth rates of that level, if we could do that into the future, in the rest of the world, we would be really in fine shape. The world as a whole, in the past 40 years or 50 years, has not done quite as well as India, but still the changes have been, I think, much better in most cases than would have been expected at that time. There is, of course, and this is what we need to turn to, much more to be done, and the nature and the complexity of the challenges is in fact much greater in many ways, particularly with regard to increasing production in a more sustainable way in light of climate change and degrading natural resource base. And we have to ensure that agricultural growth reduces poverty as it needs to. It has to continue to be the driver in most countries. And nutrition has to increase, has to improve. Malnutrition needs to go down. from that, even though we know that simply producing more does not necessarily lead to better nutrition. The other aspect that the Vice Chancellor also touched on, of course, in his remarks, was the need to increase productivity of labor. We've spent a lot of time, a lot of effort going into expanding productivity of land with very good results. But now with greater urbanization, with opportunities in other sectors, with other changes also in natural resources and again with climate change, the need for mechanization, the need for greater productivity of agricultural labor through mechanization, through off-farm employment, through links between on-farm and off-farm employment really has to be at the heart of what we do. And developing new sources of employment has to be a key output of the agricultural system. And we, I think, in this state, doing quite well with that in that regard, but globally we are far from doing it as well as we should. So improving livelihoods from agriculture has to be an absolute priority if we are going to make progress, as we hope, in the coming decades, together with improving nutrition. And here, as we know, 40% of malnourished children are Indian, which we are all very conscious of and need to continue to improve. So with all these, both on livelihoods and nutrition and poverty reduction and natural resource management, the solutions of all of these really stem from agriculture and food, and how those work then through the system and through the economy and through household activities, together with other aspects of health and sanitation and education and transportation, infrastructure, and all of those that we know. The other critical factor, again, highlighted in the remarks by the Vice Chancellor, is the fact that land and water resources that support agriculture are being used on an unsustainable basis, and the intensity of competition for those resources is growing, this even without the additional impact of climate change. Today, globally, 25% of agricultural land is degraded, another 8% is moderately degraded, so we're up into about 43% of agricultural land with some level of serious degradation. It's far and away, agriculture, the biggest user of water. We see in my own home country of United States, California, the country's largest agricultural state, is in crisis now because of the lack of water. In India, the most intensely irrigated country in the world, also a water hotspot because of the problems of depleting groundwater that we all know, and we've been delighted to work with the university on. So lots of challenges on the natural resource side, lots of challenges on the income side, lots of challenges on the nutrition side, no shortage of challenge. The other aspect, of course, is climate change that we are seeing all over the world already with some impact, and the impact, of course, particularly strong on the most vulnerable families. Let's say the more well-off families can probably deal with this, but where the impact really severely limits production and income opportunities are in rain-fed small farmers around the world, and this is a major concern. For India, scientists expect a greater intensity and variability of the monsoon. This I don't have to detail. It will be a major factor as we go forward, which is why from FAO side and working together with partners, we have been so keen on this idea of climate-smart agriculture and putting that into mainstream activities that for agriculture that would represent a combination of things. First, to increase on a sustainable manner the productivity and income growth. Second, to support adaptation to agriculture sectors, to changing climatic conditions and building in resilience. and third, wherever possible, to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from agriculture as a contributor to that problem. But also, as the Vice Chancellor mentioned in his remarks, there are opportunities in all of this, particularly with regard to diversification and the demand for diversification. We know in India that by 2030, which is not so far off, cereal demand is expected to grow by 11%, but demand for vegetables by 37%, milk and dairy up by 52%, and poultry demand will more than double in that period. So there are a lot of income opportunities from the diversification, and I know many of you have been working on this and are already working on this. This is also where job growth can come from because of post-harvest handling, more opportunities on the input supply and on post-harvest activities, and where private sector investment and capacity development has to be matched with skills that are coming out of the educational sector. So just to sum up real quickly on these challenges, what we need is a food system that meets this higher and changing demand, that raises the incomes of the poor through sustainable intensification and higher productivity. It also has to contribute to expanding rural employment and employment in agribusiness, and it has to pay explicit attention to improving nutrition that will not happen just on its own without concomitant changes. And we need to do that with against a backdrop of increasing variable climate. So as I mentioned, these challenges are serious, but they also represent opportunities, and we need to see them as opportunities. And to do that, it will require a lot of innovation. And this is the area where the university's experience is so critical because of its work not only on education, but also research and extension. The innovations, as you all know, come not only from the university, but its interaction with private sector, with industry, with farmers and farmer associations, self-help groups, and many others. And here I speak, I'm really delighted to speak from personal experience that the university's approach, Angrau's record in building this type of joint effort is really noteworthy. It really is a special contribution and a special privilege, I think, to have, for me to have participated in that. And it is this combination of looking at innovations not only in terms of research, let's say particularly in the laboratory, but also on farm, with farmers, in the research stations, together with industry, together with farmers and communities, and including private sector and civil society in putting this together, partly by faculty and students of the university, and partly by the graduates that I know are spread so widely, as the Vice Chancellor had mentioned. In the past, I think, and still in many parts of the world, we tend to see innovation as more an issue of research, that researchers prepare the technology and then sort of it's transferred by extension staff to disseminate the results of that research. But we know that the benefits of those technologies really are only generated when they respond to what farmers want, what farmers need to know, what farmers are learning, and that are adapted together with others to their own ideas and practices. So in this case, the motto of the university of "in service to farmers" is really outstanding, and I think is the hallmark of its experience. Also, we know, and here the university is again, I think, an excellent example, that it takes a network of innovators. It's not just Angrau staff and faculty. It's not just the private sector. It's not just industry that does this. It is a much broader network of people working on change in production systems, in marketing, in new varieties, in adaptation, in machinery, in the way farmers are organized, in the way farmers learn together, how farmers learn from each other, how we learn from farmers, how they learn from us. It requires a network of both the formal research and development side and also the informal knowledge network, combining these elements together in order to produce the results that we're going to need. It's also important to remember, and this I think also Dr. Padmaraju highlighted very well in his report, that these innovations are cumulative. So in fact, we build on, every innovation builds on what came earlier. We still have those early varieties produced by Angrau that are Angrau scientists that have spread around the country and around the globe, but they're not in their original form anymore. They have been used as the foundation of others, and this is how we see with all the innovations that we're talking about. We have to have also more attention on an enabling environment that lets this happen. We have to have more attention in particular on women and youth employment that comes out of that. We have to look at the income, the employment generating possibilities or opportunities that come from these innovations. All of this I know you know very well, and the faculty here is, I think, excellent contributions in all those regards on how you lead, how we do these things in a way that leads to a sustainable intensification of production and growing incomes. So for all of these challenges, innovations and the various sources of those innovations are what we need. And the new challenges are complex, there's no question. I think they are probably more complex than what we were looking at 40 and 50 years ago, but the experience has shown how to go forward with that in the innovation system. I think that the university is such a good illustration of. I'm also, since arriving back in India this week, it's very heartened to learn about new developments, including here in government of Andhra Pradesh, about the primary sector mission for transforming agriculture in the state through science-led development towards equitable, scientific, prosperous, and climate-resistant agriculture in the state. It is exactly, I think, what the challenge is. I also have been impressed by hearing about the government program Polam Pilustondi for increasing productivity of crops, mitigating the effects of drought through water conservation, micro-irrigation, post-harvest management to reduce wastages, both excellent examples of the kind of things we are looking for. Soil health, this is the International Year of Soils. It's one of the things that FAO and the UN does, is to have different international years to call attention to things. Last year was the International Year of Family Farming, which was really had a huge impact in calling attention in the media to the role of family farms. And this year on the International Year of Soils, I'm sure we'll do the same. It is extremely important. It's the basis of so many things that most of the world's population takes for granted, but that is not necessarily by any means guaranteed, and the danger to degrading soils is huge in terms of the future. So in closing, I would just say how confident I am in the outlook for continuing the innovation at the university in its roles of research, education, extension, and collaboration, not only with government, with private sector, with all of these Angrau graduates, either in private industry or in government around the world, is really a network right there that will continue to produce the results that we need. It really has been, as I say, my privilege to be associated with this effort in the past, and I'm proud to be part of the university and now to have this formal linkage. I'm certain also in your own careers as you go forward. I know some of you are already well engaged in this. I'm delighted to be part of this ceremony with you and to recognize your efforts and to wish you well. I'm sure you will have equally productive careers, and I wish I could be here 40 or 50 years down the road to hear what one of you would say about the challenges looking at 2015 and how you accomplish those. But I'm entirely confident that both you as graduates and the university will continue on this path, and I'm delighted to be here and congratulate all of you. Thank you very much.
The chief guest, Dr. Daniel Gustafsson, Deputy General Operations, FAO Rome, Italy, will now be presented with the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa. Ramesh Babu will give the.
Daniel Gustafsson, US citizen, holds a BSc in Economics and International Relations and an MSc in Agricultural Economics, both from the University of Wisconsin, USA, and a PhD in Agricultural Extension from the University of Maryland. Dr. Gustafsson started his career at the International Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture. He was based in Brazil from 1977 to 1988, working on a range of projects supporting Brazil's agricultural programs, rising to the position of acting country representative for International Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture. He moved to the University of Maryland in 1988, where he worked as faculty extension associate and program director, Maryland Extension Service, responsible for developing and implementing project activities related to institutional development and policy implementation in agriculture and natural resources. Dr. Gustafsson joined FAO in 1994, advising the Ministry of Agriculture in Maputo, Mozambique. He was appointed FAO country representative in Kenya in 1998 and FAO's country representative in India and Bhutan in 2002. From December 2007, he was appointed Director of FAO's Liaison Office for the US and Canada, based at Washington, DC. In February 2012, he was appointed Director of FAO's Office of Support to Decentralization, based at FAO headquarters in Rome, Italy. He was responsible for strengthening FAO's country and regional offices, with a particular emphasis on the leadership of FAO's country offices. More broadly, he has supported the decentralization-related aspects of FAO's ongoing transformative processes. In December 2012, he was appointed FAO's Deputy Director General Operations, where he oversees the organization's network of regional and country offices and the headquarters departments of technical cooperation and corporate services and other operations-related units. Dr. Gustafsson was instrumental in signing a memorandum of understanding between FAO and Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, and also between Acharya Engineering Agriculture University and Wageningen University, Netherlands in 2003 for operation of the AP Water Management Project. The project, being a nationally executed project by FAO, was first of its kind in India. The project conducted research on participatory water management for improving water productivity, contributed capacity building of 35 Acharya Engineering Agriculture University scientists in the fields of land drainages, institutional aspects of water management, remote sensing, and GIS applications.
The candidates for the degrees now stand forward. Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that if I admitted to the degrees for which you are several candidates and for which you have been recommended, you will win your daily life and conversation, conduct yourself as becoming members of the university? Good. Do you promise and sincerely promise that you, utmost of your opportunity and ability, you will support and promote the objectives of the university? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will, as far as in your lies, uphold the advanced social justice, national integration, and well-being of our country and fellow men? Let the candidates now be presented. Ramesh Babu.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the graces of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture and Doctor of Philosophy in Home Science in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University. Mira telephone. D. Srilata. T.L. Nilima. A. Madhavi Lata. G.S. Madhu Bindu. B. Nirmala. K.B. Ishwari. Y. Bindia. B. Bhavani. C.H. Sitarama Lakshmi. C. Sudhakar. S. Narsimham. S. Narsimham. B. Mukundarao. M. Srinivasulu. C.H. Damodar Raju. K. Murali Krishna. డి వెంకటస్వామి, బి విద్యాసాగర్, ఎం విజయ్ కుమార్, ఎన్ కామాక్షి, ఐ పరమశివ, ఎన్ మల్లికార్జునరావు, జి విజయ్ కుమార్, ఎం చారుమతి, ఐ సుధీర్ కుమార్, ఏ ప్రసన్న రాజేష్, పిబి ప్రదీప్ కుమార్, ఎం ప్రీతి,
As the Vice Chancellor of Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University, I admit you to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture and Home Science in this university. And in token thereof, you have been presented with degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the graces of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees of Master of Science in Agriculture, Master of Agribusiness Management, Master of Science in Home Science, Master of Science in Food Science and Technology, Master of Technology in Agricultural Engineering, Master of Science in Agricultural Biotechnology, and Master of Science in Environmental Science and Technology in the Acharya Anjiranga Agricultural University. B. Soumya, D. A. Rajini Devi, M. Josna, T. Chaitanya, K. Lakshmi Prasanna, A. Ravi Shant Kumari, K. Shekhar, M. Parimala Kumar, J. Narendra, A. Suman, B. Vishwamitra, Teju Singh, D. Suresh, C. H. Lakpati, K. Sudarshan Patil, K. Sadaya, D. Vasu, J. Kamalakar, P. Rajshekar, G. K. Umesh, Y. Uday Bhaskar, Deborah, V. Roja, M. Surender, Y. Kishore Kumar, G. Shivakumar, Y. Vijaya, K. Sanjya, G. Sravanti, M. Leelavani, J. Samata, T. Harita, N. Shesh Praveen Kumar, S. Venkat Naresh, G. Darwin, S. Devi Prasad, B. Sagarika, S. Ramadevi, S. Parveen, P. Pranusha, C. Yasmin, Y. Ashoka Reddy, V. Kalyan, K. Balaji Naik, P. Venkat Subbaya, S. Somashekar Babu, B. V. Mohan Rao, K. Kartiga, K. Kalyani, Hemraj Bhairwa, M. Vamsi Krishna, N. Harita, Maria, B. Jagadish,
By virtue of the authority vested me as the Vice Chancellor of Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, I admit you to the degrees of Master of Science in Agriculture, Master of Agribusiness Management, Master of Science in Home Science, Master of Science in Food Science and Technology, Master of Technology in Agriculture Engineering, Master of Science in Agriculture Biotechnology, and Master of Science in Environmental Science and Technology in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as insignia of your degree.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the graces of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Bachelor of Science in Commercial Agriculture and Business Management, and Bachelor of Technology in Food Science in the Acharya Enjiranga Agricultural University. K. Nagaswati. M. Parvati Chauhan. Spandana A. K. Shruti. A. Uma Rajshekar. K. Aditya Chaudhary. Anuj Kishore. Anusha. A. Jeevan Kumar. Joyce Rani. Y.L. Prasanna. Ravi Kumar A. A. Sadguru Murthy. B. N.S. Nayak. G.V. Satisha Gautam. G. Satyasri Ram. D.S. Nageshwar Rao. Swati L. Uttam Chand. Virendra Babu K. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy Y. Yehoshua T. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar D. K.C. Chandana. B. Mahita. S. Ravi. B. Santosh Kumar Nayak. G. Razu. Venkatesh Babu D. S.V.K. Praveen Kumar. Pawan Kumar. Anudeep Naidu. Manasa Rani. Naveen Kumar. పి రేణుక, కె చలపతి, కె చేతన్ కుమార్, వి నాగార్జున, కె ప్రవీణ్, పి సందీప్, షేక్ మొహమ్మద్, శివకుమార్, శ్రావణి, సునీల్ కుమార్, సునీల్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి, భరత్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి, వంశీ కృష్ణ, బిందుప్రియ, నజీరుద్దీన్, రాజేష్ ఖన్నా, బాలకృష్ణ, గౌస్ మొహిద్దీన్, హరికృష్ణ, మధుకర్, మహేందర్, నాగేందర్, పవన్ కుమార్, పవన్ ప్రసాద్, కాశీ ప్రజ్ఞ, ప్రజాపతి, ప్రణీత్ కుమార్, ప్రవీణ్ కుమార్, ఆనందరావు, రామకృష్ణ, సంతోష్, సారిక, సతీష్, శిల్ప, శివయ్య, శ్రీకాంత్, సిహెచ్ శ్రీకాంత్, శ్రీనివాస్, శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి, సుమలత, సుప్రియ, సురేష్, వైష్ణవి, వందన, Vishal, Anil Babu, Praveen Kumar, Rahul Subhash, Ramya, Rohit, Sai Kant, Shravan Kumar, Syed Aslam, K. Uma Shankar, K. Vijay Kumar, K. Tirumala Ravi Kiran, Y. Devi Padmalata,
to degrees of Bachelor of Technology in I admit you degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Bachelor of Science in Commercial Agriculture and Business Management, Bachelor of Technology in Food Science and University. In token thereof, you have been presented with degrees, and I authorized you to wear the robes attained as insignia of your degree.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the graces of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Agricultural Engineering in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University. M. Bhanuprakash, J. Jonathan, C. H. Kranti Kumar, Kusuma, Muhammad Inayat Ali, K. Rajesh Kumar, D. V. Suresh Kumar, S. Sudhir Kumar, Yadagirish Babu, Bikram Jyoti,
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, I admit you to degrees of Bachelor of Technology in Agricultural Engineering in this university, and in token thereof, we have been presented with degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as insignia of your degree.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the graces of the Board of Management just passed and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Home Science and Bachelor of Science, Honors in Home Science in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University. Afifa Jahan. B. Kavita. Pavitra G.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, I admit you to degrees of Bachelor of Home Science in this university, and in token thereof you have been presented with degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as insignia of your degree.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, permit me to present the candidates whose names are herewith submitted, and also those who have applied to receive their degrees in person but could not be present now be admitted to their respective degrees in absentia. MSc Agriculture 30, MA BM 4, MTech Agricultural Engineering 5, MSc Home Science 3, MSc Food Science and Technology 1, BSc Agriculture 323, BSc CABM 23, BTech Food Science 39, BSc Horticulture 7, BTech Agricultural Engineering 12, BS Honors Home Science 40.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Acharya Engineering, I admit in absentia the candidate listed for their respective degrees in this university, including those who having applied to receive their degrees in person but could not be present, now and then token thereof permit the registrar to present them with their degrees and authorize degree holders to wear the robes ordained as insignia of the degrees. Meritorious Research Scientist Awards, Meritorious Teachers Awards, MVS Naidu. Gold medal. Today చేద్దామనండి గోల్డ్ మెడల్ మరి ఎవరు సైటేషన్ లేదు గోల్డ్ మెడల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా ఎవరు ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయండి. ఉంటుంది
పేరు వినిపించండి, పేరైనా చదవండి. వినిపించట్లా.
విద్యాసాగర్, బి విద్యాసాగర్. Harish Kumar Sharma. Faculty of Agriculture Engineering, B. Sarojini Devi. Home Science, J. Lakshmi. Meritorious Research Scientist Awards, K. Vyamana. Chamundeswari. Jhansi Rani. Mallareddy. Faculty of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, K. Madhusudana Reddy. Meritorious Extension Scientist Award, Ramakrishna Rao. K. Madhubabu. Acharya N.G. Ranga Young Scientist Award, Sheikh Amir Basha. Basha is quite active researcher in the field of mycology and plant pathology, especially in isolation of antimicrobials from the Pseudomonas bacteria. Identified the potential streams which have the agricultural importance against sorghum gain mold. He is also credited with development of sorghum varieties PSV 56, CSV 31 that are essential to grain mold. In addition, He has published more than 25 research papers in reputed international and national journals and received external grants for this research. So, kind. Citation. Okay. A.V. Krishnaya Memorial Award, Sahadeva Reddy, B. Sahadeva Reddy. Dr. B. Sahadeva Reddy, Principal Scientist, Agronomy, ARS Anantapur, has been selected for this award for the year 2011. He has excellent contributions in integrated farming systems research and climate resilient agriculture. He has identified suitable alternative crops to groundnut and also agroforestry systems for rain-fed olive-fizzles. He has developed management techniques for late-sown groundnut crop and identified suitable tree species for land capability class 4. In view of the accomplishments, I present to you, Sir Sahadeva Reddy, for this award. వాటి గురించి అక్కర్లేదండి చెప్పాలి ఇది చెప్పలేము వాళ్ళు షుగర్ కేన్ గ్రోవర్స్ అసోసియేషన్ అవార్డు మెసర్స్ కేసీపీ షుగర్స్ అండ్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ కార్పొరేషన్ లిమిటెడ్ ఉయ్యూర్ జమున అక్కడి నుంచి Dr. P. Jemana, Principal Scientist, Soil Science, RIS Ankapalli, has been selected for this award for the year 2011. She worked extensively on balanced nutrition of sugarcane and integrated nutrient management using different sources of organic manures like farm-made manure and pressmud cake. Quality of jaggery making from organically produced sugarcane was successfully introduced. She is instrumental and played an active role in transfer of technology in sugarcane crop. So I will present the Mrs. Jemana to our guest for the award. Veerapane Narasimha Memorial Prize, Rajeshwari. She worked extensively on seed pathology and mushroom cultivation technology. She was first time reported the cultural, morphological and molecular variations in Alternaria helianthi, bright, causing pathogen sunflower. She was associated with training in mushroom cultivation technology and developed Angaru as a model training center. So kindly, our chief guest, I request. Durgamba Charitable Trust, Bhavani, Dr. B. Bhavani. Okay, very good. She worked extensively on eco-friendly management of insect pests of sugarcane using trash mulching, bioagents, botanicals, intercrops, and pheromone traps. She also worked on post-plant resistant to early shoot borer. She was standardized the dose of egg parasitides for the management of sugarcane borers. So I request you. Dr. B. Nagaraja Rao Gold Medal, Dr. K. B. Iswari. She was associated with development of two green gram varieties, MGG 347 and MGG 348, one black gram variety, MBG 207, and one red gram variety, MRG 1007. Number of high yielding cultures of green gram, black gram, red gram developed by her are in advanced stages of evaluation. Neelakantapuram Kaverappa Gold Medal, P.V. Satyanarayana. He developed 13 paddy varieties, MTU 1061, MTU 1075, MTU 10 are popular in AP and are currently grown about 10 lakh acres. He was developed BM 71, which is used by several national institutes, a strong donor for plant hopper resistance. The GMS lines APM S6A, APM S9A developed by him are extensively used for exploiting hybrid vigor, both private and public sector organizations in developing new hybrids with good quality types. Mocherla Dattatreyalu Gold Medal, IVV Ramarao. He has developed a new analytical tool response priority index for estimating priority responses, which is widely used in social sciences. He identified major obstacles faced by farmers in insure claims and damage to sugarcane crop in crop insurance. He developed new method for estimating minimum support price. In view of his accomplishments, he was awarded this degree. You take. Janard D. Venkatreddy Prize, Nagesh Kumar. He has developed two hybrids, castor, PCH 111, PHH 222, two varieties of sorghum, CSV 31, PSV 56, one variety of red gram, PRG 158, and one hybrid sunflower, APSS 66. He is actively involved in production of large quantities of breeder and foundation of oil seeds and millet crops with an aim to popularize recently released varieties and hybrids of this university. Dr. P.G. Krishna Memorial Gold Medal. A family members of P.G. Krishna instituted this gold medal. Vijaya Sankara Babu. He worked extensively on integrated nutrient management in groundnut and soil conservation research. He proved the application of nutrients based on soil test values can save 20 to 55% of fertilizer. In view of his accomplishments, he was awarded this degree.
సార్ మండవ ఉన్నాయి మండవ ఎవరు
Mandava Venkatramaya Gold Medal, Narendra Reddy. C. Narendra Reddy.
సార్ ముందు కదా
Mandava Venkatramaya Gold Medal, NP Iswar Reddy.
Student gold medals. Sri G. Sriramulu Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Dr. B. Nirmala for having completed PhD in the Faculty of Agriculture with the highest OGPA. Dr. Professor G.H. Shankar Reddy Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Dr. D. Srilata for having completed PhD in the discipline of agronomy with the highest OGPA. Sri Vaddadi Narasimhaswamy Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Dr. C.H. Damodar Raju for having completed PhD in the discipline of genetics and plant breeding with the highest OGPA. Srimati G. Venkata Narasamma Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. K. Lakshmi Prasanna for having completed MSc AG degree with the highest OGPA in the Faculty of Agriculture. Professor V.V. Kumar Sastry Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Mr. D. Vasu for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of soil science and agricultural chemistry with the highest OGPA. Sri Munnang V. Subbareddy Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. T. Harita for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of genetics and plant breeding with the highest OGPA. Sri Mandava Venkatramaya Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. T. Harita for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of genetics and plant breeding with the highest OGPA. Sri C. Parameshwar Rao Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. B. Saumya for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of agronomy with the highest OGPA. Sri A. Bucheswar Rao Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. Menchu Jyotsna for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of entomology with the highest OGPA. Sri Bojja Venkat Reddy Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. K. Lakshmi Prasanna for having completed MSc AG in the discipline of seed science and technology with the highest OGPA. Sri Ramachandrula Hanumantarao and Srimati Rajalakshmi Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. D.A. Rajani Devi for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of agricultural economics with the highest OGPA. Dr. K. Chandrasekhar Reddy Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. T. Harita for having completed MSc AG with the highest grade point in the course of plant biochemistry. APNL Biotechnology Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. D. Annekitti Deborah for having completed MSc AG Biotechnology with the highest OGPA. Dr. T. Govardhan Reddy Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. Kartiga K. for having completed Master of Agri-Business Management degree with the highest OGPA. Dr. Sridhar Rao and Mrs. Sumitra Kulkarni Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Mr. Rajashekar Petla for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of statistics with the highest OGPA. Sri Puchakayala Basavaya Chaudhary and Srimati Nagaratnamma Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. Ravanti Guntupalli for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of entomology with the highest OGPA from Agricultural College, Bapatla. K. Meenakshi Memorial Silver Medal is awarded to Jaya Tiwari for having highest OGPA in MSc AG degree in Agricultural Economics of SV Agricultural College, Tirupati. Sri Neelamaraju Ganga Prasad Rao and Kamala Gold Medal is awarded to Mr. T. Tirumala Ravikiran for having completed BSc AG degree with the highest OGPA. Mani Matlapudi Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. K. Sruti for having completed BSc AG degree with the highest OGPA amongst the girl students of all agricultural colleges of Angrao. Sri Parisa Yanadi Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. Y. Devi Padmalata for having completed BSc AG degree with the highest GPA in the subject of Agricultural Extension in BSc AG degree. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Gold Medal for a student of SC/ST category is awarded to Ms. K. Nagaswati for having completed BSc AG degree with the highest OGPA. Dr. D. Apparao and Srimati Satyavati Gold Medal is awarded to Mr. Bikram Jyoti for having completed BTech Agricultural Engineering with the highest OGPA. Dr. Kamaraju Mangasri Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Ms. Afifa Jehan for having completed BHSC degree with the highest OGPA. Fourth All India Sugarcane Workers Conference Book Prize is awarded to Mr. Besta Jagadish for securing the highest OGPA in MSc AG and thesis on sugarcane.
లేరు సార్ వాళ్ళు లేరు వాళ్ళు.
I dissolve this convocation.
ప్రతిష్టను ఇంకను పెంపొందించినందుకు సహకరించినందుకు విద్యార్థులకు పాత్రికేయ మిత్ర బృందానికి